moving zones. They are going to have to expend a lot of the resources, a lot of their materials, and getting those eliminations along the way to ensure that they're picking up the siphon as well as anything that their opponents are holding in their inventory.
So we have a pretty even distribution of regions right now. I saw Bell and Alice from Japan. Of course, we have many Australian and New Zealand players represented. Speaking of Bell, on board with the Japanese Bell right now. See what Bell can do with 0 eliminations, but trying to pick some up on the rotations. It's a good opportunity. People are tunneling and building their, which is basically using their builds and walls to build tunnels to survive into the next zone. And as they're tunneling, a lot of fights usually ensue. So they're going to try and pick up some limbs during this rotation. And as I say that, looks like some fights are going down towards the low ground. Meanwhile, aimbot.exe currently has high ground and finds Tina Rez. Tina from Gen G.
And look at all of these builds. This is an absolute mess for these guys to try to navigate, but this is what they're here for. This is what they're used to. Tina does drop down aimbot. Unfortunately, doesn't have any mats left. He was out.
Is that myth?
Was that myth? Oh, no. No, that was Tim. Tim Tapman's
That's
here.
Tim Tapman.
Yeah,
Tim's
he's
representing.
here competing today.
How many fall damage self-eliminations or eliminated by falls are we going to see in this one?
It's already
so
2.
Far, yeah.
We should get a fall counter.
Yeah, fall counter on screen, please. Crazy.
Unfortunately to go out like that. Tina does go down as well. A great fight from her. She is going to get those placement points, though we've got 21 players left in the lobby. CR Bell sitting on ultimate high ground. Benji Fishy is still alive?
Yeah, Benji just took out 1, so that's going to give him 50 siphon, which he needed because he was low in health. Meanwhile, Symmetrical from CLG takes out Bob. Yes, there's a player named Bob, which is one of my favorite gamer tags so far. On board with Bell, who has ultimate high ground. So ultimate high ground means they're the highest person on the map, which is a great position to be in because you're just raining down fire on the enemy. Symmetrical playing with fire right now in the storm. Going to be healing up. But meanwhile, Nyrox from Norway, our World Cup Duos champion, still alive in this one as well.
Yeah, he's going to take a second to utilize the minis. He's only got 2 left, so those are going to be it for him. And CR Bell able to take out another player. Does get hit, but he is going to be able to recover very nicely. Again, this is going to be it for him. These players are getting down to their final resources. Their shields, their mats are completely expended at this point.
Yep, Cypher picking up another elimination. Bell's going to tag 1 up. I've been very impressed by Eshes, the young Australian, who's picked up quite a few eliminations here so far and is still going. Cypher, speaking of which, is going to get taken out. Symmetrical now has ultimate high ground right above Eshes. Symmetrical from CLG in a great position to win this one. Ghost trapped. The controller player from Ghost Gaming still alive, full health, full shields. It's going to come down to the wire, Pookie.
Yeah, and what I can see here is Nyrox, again, methodically just moving through everything. I'd be surprised if he doesn't actually end up taking this victory royale right now. He still has the 2 medkits. Is he going to be able to get one off? We are going to have to see back to Bell, who is putting down those traps and using those to hopefully bait Nyrox. But unfortunately is going to take a ton of damage. Oh my goodness.
Trapped gets 1. The controller player is representing, but look who it is. CLG Symmetrical with high ground. He's going to connect for the RPG. And the young NA West player is going to do it. His dad must be proud. The first game victory royale goes to CLG Symmetrical.
Symmetrical coming in with that first victory royale with 4 eliminations.
But only by 29. With 6 builds happy to rotate from zone, we can see this beautiful bird's eye view here of all these players scrambling to get to that zone. We see Benji Fishy go down, unfortunately, on the feed. Jinx on the backside as well. All these players on the backside looking a little bit bad. Zate's on the high ground, just tarping in though. Zate using that high ground. No one can see him. He's got full control right now. He's going to focus on this player on second height. Rezo there is on second height. He wants to make sure he can hold that, put some suppression down. Doesn't have the rockets to drop, but he can do enough with that AR. He's only got 73 bullets though, and he keeps firing, gets knocked down. He's going to build back up and try and hold it. I don't know about this one. He's contesting height with only 12 builds. Rezo chooses to go back down there. He knows like the advantage, and that's what costs him. He gets beamed in the back.
Unbelievable. He did make that split-second decision to go for high ground, but it did not pay off very well for him. Now we're down to 17 players. We have Zate here back on high ground. All of these players are going to be getting placement points at this point. Looter is unfortunately going to be taking some damage. Zate is controlling this high ground.
He is, and he's like I say, he's focusing second height. Every time someone tries to go for it to put any pressure on him, he takes them down. He only has 23 builds, though, needs to be careful. He's going to have to push down on one of these eliminations and get some mats, or he's going to have to give up high ground. Epic Whale back there, one of our favorites from today with Zate. We're seeing a pretty clean split. No, we have 3 NA players, 3 NA players, 2 OC, 2 NA, 1 Europe, 2 OC. They're trying to close this one out. Zate's on the high ground, Epic Whale down there as well. Nyrox going down. Let's see how this one closes out. EU is out of this match. It's 2 NA versus 3 OC. Luda's down there. Zate's trying to find his way in. He's run out of mats though. He's running really low. 4. The fall damage. He can't catch himself. Epic Whale, Christ still is on. Christ on 12 points now. Trying to find the shots on Luda. He can't finish it off. He misses the shot point blank. Right now we have Luda pushing forward. He's trying to take him down. He's trying to find him if he can. He can't see him. Slayer's out in Storm. I think he must have meds. Luda needs to find a shot on this one. I don't know if Slayer has floppers. He can't see him. There he is rotating in. You have to think Luda closes it out. He closed out game 1 yesterday in the Trio Pro-Am, and he closes out game 2 in the solos, finishing on what looks like 19 points with 3 eliminations that game. We talked about LAN experience. Luda has 0 LAN experience until yesterday. OC World Cup players taking down each other. See how they go. We see this bottom left side. See Zone starts pulling towards Nyrox. He's used his competitive experience to go front side of Zone. Cypher taking down Sosman as well, a World Cup solo player. Storm Surge might come out again. These players need to do some serious damage quickly.
Yep, Jax just picked up 1. Elevate going to get taken down as well. So another disappointing finish for Elevate. Jesse gets tagged from behind here. We currently see Muselk sitting in Storm, healing up as fast as he can. Needs to rotate as quick as he can. He's going to barely survive. Another flopper should be just fine. Meanwhile, Jesse really tagged up in a tough spot. The action is going to break down here, and look how far that rotation is to the circle from some of these players.
Jesse's got to try and get some damage in here. He needs to get forward. Airwax, I believe, is the player that's holding him out, but there's so many people here I can't tell. No, it's Sync. It's one of his fellow OC players holding him down. The RPG comes out and takes him out. H-King rotating frontside of Zone. And Muselk tarping on the high ground. You talked about high ground not being a huge advantage, but Muselk using it in a big way, making it to rotating zones in one of the most stacked solo tournaments we've seen. Cease taking down Will. Jax taking down Christ. We've got so many names going down now. Epic Whale player you were looking for just goes down the feed as Muselk trying to find his way in. No! Goes down to Storm, unfortunately. Nyrox going down 2 now.
And look at the kill feed at the top left of your screen right now. On board with Worthy. Worthy with high ground in a good spot, but getting tagged up. The circle is going to flank now. On aimbot gets a good shot in.
It's the flopper play I was talking about. He takes the high ground late with the floppers.
Yeah, exactly right. Now there's only 7 players left in this lobby. A lot of Australian players still left. Volks is one of them, raised by Kings. Volks trying to do his thing. 3 players in the Storm. Volks probably in the best position to win this game. We'll see if he can close it out. But it is going to be H-King with rockets from high ground.
H-King trying to close one out. He's up there as well. The shot's coming out from behind. Someone taking high ground late off him. He has no materials. He's dropping down. Needs to find this elimination. To use the mini and Storm. He's taking a fair bit of Storm damage though. Volks is just in front of him. Trying to find his way in. The shots come out. He can't even see who's doing it. It's Worthy. It's OC on OC. Worthy trying to finish it off on Volks. He's just in front of him. He can't get it. There's someone still alive, I believe, higher up. He is back in Storm. We haven't got eyes on who this is. It's
Japan's very own Rory. He's going to try and drop the floor underneath him. Currently going to be able to finally do it. Worthy versus Rory in a 1 versus 1. How epic is this? Australia versus Japan. Rory's going to get RPG'd, trying to survive with high ground. Has a great amount of mats to his name as well.
He's got 6 floppers too. He can take a fair bit of Storm if he has to. With those mats and that high ground, he can hold it. There's nothing Worthy can do to get him down, but Worthy has 7 materials, takes the shots though, lasers him as he falls down. The shots come out. He needs to break this tarp right now. Rory has all the advantage on the high ground, but Worthy's not looking like he does. He's doing the best. He knocks him out again. Rory shoots and catches himself. These are 2 of the best players I've ever seen.
And you got to think Worthy is in a pretty tough situation here. Rory should be able to close this one out, but Worthy is going to put some damage on Rory, who keeps healing up, and there you have it. Rory comes out on top. What an epic 1 versus 1 fight to close that out. Congratulations to Japan's Rory.
He's got 15 points there. We know 10 is how many you get for the Victory Royale, so he has 10 points plus the 2 eliminations. So he went from 3.
We've seen him on it so many times. RPGs are now coming out. J-O-Mock, you can see down there at the bottom left-hand side of our screen, is going to medkit even for just a little bit more health because he's not going to have the time to get that off. It's going to take 10 seconds. Yep. You see Bob here scaling up, ascending the side of this built mountain. Zate, unfortunately, is going to have to scale back a little bit to his reinforced structure because he had Sync taking some shots on him, trying to shoot him down.
Yep, so would you look at this? We got Zate, Cease, Elevate of 100 Thieves, Benji Fishy still alive. So many huge names right now. Ghost Trapped, and Ghost Sap alive as well. It's going to come down to the wire. Zate in a good position here. He loves high ground. He's one of those old school Fortnite players that's always so consistent, always plays for high ground. We talked about it earlier with Aussie Antics. High ground isn't as effective as it was in seasons 5 and 6. And this is exactly why. You don't have as much mobility or the opportunity to get out of fights. Meanwhile, Radius is trapping right behind him. He gets tagged up though, so Zate, if he realizes it, can get a kill. Epic Whale takes out one on Jinx. It's all coming down to the wire here. A lot of fights. Cloud9 blackouts in a tough spot. Zate is gonna get tagged up as well.
Oh my goodness, this is complete mayhem going into these final zones. Zayt trying to scale down now. He realizes that he doesn't have very many materials, so being up on high ground is getting riskier and riskier for him at this point. Sink is taking a ton of damage. He's gonna have to pull something through, takes more fall damage, catches himself, and is able to get off 2 floppers and a mini before he has to start moving again. Sink, you've got one more flopper, come on, bud. This is ticking by 10, you gotta get going.
He's doing that on purpose, because when you have those floppers, you can heal almost instantly. You can sit in the storm and retake high ground, exactly what Antics and I talked about earlier. Mr. Fresh Asian did it last game, but now he's so weak because he took so long to do it, Pookie, that it might be looking bleak for him.
Yeah, he had to hurry up.
Yeah.
Getting off that extra mini was definitely not worth the 80 damage in health he ended up taking. We've got Westy on high ground, tarping out, reinforcing with the cones, trying to get over to that mountain, be the first player there, catches himself on the build, turns around so that he can just start shooting at players that are coming into zone and preoccupied with each other.
And we've seen some big names in the elimination feed. Cease does it again. Saf did it earlier, but Cease is going to get eliminated, gets 11th place in this one. So with 10 players left, we are down to our top 10. A lot of big names in this one. Jolin, representing AUNZ, gets taken out by Hype, also from the region. Brezo, controller player, does it as well. Pre-depression, I know he has some fans in the crowd I met earlier, takes out 1.
This is Westy's game to lose at this point. He has the ultimate advantage.
Benji.
He also has 6 floppers and a crazy amount of traps in his inventory. You can hear the crowd. They are getting hyped up. Speaking of hype, Westy raining down shots on Hype himself. We have 5 players left. They have reached the next threshold of 7 points, but they want that 10. The RPGs are flying. Elevate only has 18 health, down to 65 shield, now 7. He is gonna have to make something happen. Unfortunately, Hype takes him out. He isn't going to be able to follow up with anything on that. Hype going back in the storm to grab that RPG, swaps it out, and now is going to be going up against the likes of Westy.
Westy's gonna take out Benji Fishy. That's no easy task, and it all comes down to this. 3 players remain. It's Westy, it's Hype, and one other. I think it might be Saf. Yes, it is. Saf, representing America, coming from California against the 2 Australians. He's going to get a good shot in right-hand advantage. Saf does it. We have a 1 versus 1. Saf versus Westy. Look how many floppers Westy has. He just needs to play this slow, play the longevity, and try to heal up when needed. Hold high ground, and he could win this one.
He could definitely turn this into a heal-off for sure. Saf does not have any white heals in his inventory at all. Only the minis at his disposal. You can see Saf trying to get better positioning. He is trying to go through, but he's taking a ton of damage. Is this going to be enough? No! Unfortunately for Saf, Westy stayed in the circle, was able to clutch that up. 5 eliminations, 18 points in total for Westy.
What a huge game.
Fire some shots. There's so much action happening here. You can see on the right-hand side, we're taking a look at the eliminations. Still pretty much the same. These guys, again, aren't really going for the eliminations so much as the placement at this point.
Yeah, you see Brezo there on number 6 with 10 eliminations, but he's obviously in the lead, showing how consistent his placements have been. Nyrox on the screen right now with 26 points. He has 11 eliminations, which means 15 from placements. Let's see if he can close it out even more here. He's in zone. We'll see how this one goes. Again, don't want to curse him if it goes southeast again. There's no one there. They all have to move. If this one goes northwest, it's going to be pretty stacked. And it goes southeast. I am so sorry. I'm just going to stop talking about where zones go because for some reason I am predicting them. It goes southeast. They all have to move now. We're going to see how this one closes out. Magma being the first to move, trying to save his build, getting some shots going out. We see Replay still here as well, trying to find his way through. Twiz going down in the feed. Same with Cease, unfortunately. We do still seem to have our big names, though. I haven't seen Luda picking up the elimination on Magma. That's huge for him. So we still have Luda alive. Nyrox, we still have Brezo, I believe, as well. This is going to be a massive 5th game to close it out. It's going to come right down to the wire in this game in Game 6.
We are going to watch so many players fall within the next minute when this storm starts fully moving over. We are going to see this lobby get empty very quickly. Here we see Replays, unfortunately, having to do some damage to avoid the storm surge, and it looks like he does it. Nyrox taking a ton of damage, using the floppers to stay alive. Gets the elimination on Lepex, and also gets the siphon, so that affords him an extra 50 health as well. And here we have Brezo using the storm to rotate in. He is going to meet another player, and that ends up being Replays. Replays is gone.
does, and the same thing as well. They're getting placement points now. We have top 25, so all these players now gaining more and more placement points. We saw Nyrox get it, we just saw Brezzo got it, and we see Luda get it as well. So all of our top players are still in this one. This is going to go right down to the wire. We have Jax on that high ground in the top right of your screen trying to take it out. We have Quid who's there in the front, rotated quickly. Jax trying to do some work. 8 points total, hasn't found too much today, but one game can totally turn around. 10 eliminations, trying to find their way through if they can. Papi's on the low ground getting shots out. Brizzo gets the Cypher, no he doesn't. Brezzo goes down, our leader on 36 points. He's out of there, so is this Nyrox's chance to make some more points, or Luda? I can't see Nyrox on the screen there, we must have missed him going down. Nyrox has gone down from what I can tell. Luda is still in there, this might be his chance for OC to come back on top here by Luda, taking the mantle from Brezzo. We'll have to see how this one plays out. Jack's in a commanding position on the high ground though.
Yeah, and Brezzo was fortunately able to get some placement points. I don't know exactly how many he got, but that has been his MO all day. Aimbot taking some shots, looking for something to connect, and he does, but he is going to be taking 10 damage a tick. He is in the storm, he builds his way up. He's going to be met by Jax if he keeps going.
Here he goes, Aimbot's trying to push forward now if he can. 26 points total, seeing what he can do. We've had that high ground dominance so far. He's now on the low ground, seeing if he can be a little bit scrappy, see if he can pick something up. He has Jamok below him, and Jamok, someone's taking shots from him. I don't know if it was Jamok, he has to rotate back out, but he can't. He gets stuck by Quid, one of the young mechanical gods of our region. He's pushing forward, 24 points total now. Pre taking down Rizard in the feed as well. Jamok taking shots on low ground, taking down Pre-Depression. We have 4 players alive now. This is closing out here. He gained top 5. Luda is still in this. Luda has gained top 5 placement points now as well. We might see a booger moment, someone coming out on top in their first ever LAN. Jax is on high ground now. He's going to try and find some angles if he can. Luda's trying to find his way back up on the top or stay down there safely. It's slowing down a little bit now as these players try and find out where they are. It's 8th zone. It's closing in. He has 2 floppers, 3 minis. I have to think that he's going to close this one out.
Yeah, and you can see here Jax still on high ground, but unfortunately is going to take a little bit of damage as he falls down. He doesn't have any materials left, so he is going to have to make a very quick play here.
And he's trying to go for this flopper and get back in if he can quickly. He saves it to use it at the very last minute, make sure he gets the full 50 health. That extra tick goes off. He's getting stuck by some of these builds, needs to find an angle through. He does. Jax on low ground, 59 health. Luda taking down Jailmok. Luda has a chance to close this one out. We have Luda versus Quid. If you follow the OC region, you know how insane this fight's going to be. Jax as well. We have 3 of the most mechanically gifted players in our region, making it to endgame and trying to see who comes out on top. Jax with the right hand peek, and he finds it. He gets a solid shot onto Luda. Luda has to back up, but he has those 2 floppers. Jax had to go through all of his. Luda has conserved what he has even better. He's using the floppers, trying to find his way, and the shot comes out again. He's so low. No, Jax fires back. He goes down. Quid comes out on top, but Luda with a phenomenal performance there. 28 points total for Quid. An insane finish and an all OCE top 3 there. We'll see if the leaderboard looks the same with Luda jumping up in front of Brezzo maybe.
What an absolute...
Quid's down here though. Quid's being held right now. He's being shot at. No, Quid's going down so low. He has less than 50 health on the bottom right corner of the screen. If you can't see right now, Geese is directly above him. He's beneath Zora and Geese, some of the most dominant duos in the World Cup during that. Tina Ray's getting taken elimination right now. I can't see. Quid takes down Geese. No, he came back on top. Quid fought his way back out. He is doing so well. He's on 17 health. He has these floppers. He is playing out of his mind. Look at the upgrade he just got. A legendary burst rifle and an epic tack.
Massive upgrade. That's exactly what Brezzo, I'm sure, would love to have right now. Zate picked up a kill as well, so now Zate, TSM's extra, I believe, still alive, and so many Australian players, as mentioned in this one, and the rotations are going to come through. Jordan going to take out Jailbot from Vancouver. Now eyes on Quid. Quid's in a rough spot. He's going to get taken out. Jalen is able to get the elim, I believe, on Quid, but now has to traverse the entire mountain. Chances in the best spot. Esches, the controller player from Australia, in a pretty good position here as well. Positioning is everything. Pre-depression with consistent top placements.
Quid goes down there, so now it's up to Brezzo here. He's one of the players we saw in the top 3. I haven't seen eyes on Nyrox recently, though. I don't know if he's still up there. We keep swapping to Brezzo, which is amazing. I want to know where Nyrox is right now. 27 players alive. We're about to jump into that top 25. There it is. Placement points now gained for Brezzo. Let's see what he can do with it. He's been rotating on front side of zone so well. Epic Whale taking down Jalen. We have Slayer taking down Esches. Epic Whale taking down Sosman. Man, Epic is out. Epic is now taken down by Bob. Goes down one of the Asian players. Worthy picking up another elimination on Squeaks. We're about to get in top 15. There it is. Brezzo gets top 15 placement points.
And just like that, you blinked and we're in the top 13 in match number 6 to close this one out. Brezzo picks up a huge elimination on Epic Whale, gets the 50 HP from Siphon, is in a good position here. Jax and Brezzo gets another one. Jax picks up a 30, actually eliminates himself, sorry, as Alec takes out Benji Fishy. We have Nyrox still alive. We also have Brezzo, 2 of our top 5 current standings players.
Brezzo's on 43 points here. Like I said, we have the 2 storylines coming to head. Can Brezzo make it in his first LAN event on controller? 43 points here. Or can Nyrox jump out of the shadow of the duos world champion and come out on top in solos? We have Zate here, someone we all expect to do very well today. We have some amazing players in this endgame.
If anyone's going to crush a dream, it's going to be Zate.
who is honestly only 19 points, not in the top standings, but he can end the journey for Brezzo. But look where Brezzo is, RPG in his name. He did get that massive upgrade, and he has high ground, so in a pretty good position here. Brezzo wants to be in the fight, though. He's a controller player. He wants to take that to his advantage.
We see that on the right there, Brezzo's in the fight. We see Nyrox in not the greatest position here. He's on ultimate low ground, has to traverse this mountain. The reason why that lobby cleared out so quickly is this is one of the worst zones I've seen, and it keeps pulling across, going up the mountain. Brezzo takes down Nyrox. This might be it right now. He's running with the Jinx in front of him. An OCE player I expect to do well today. Brezzo finding the angle around Jinx, trying to end his dreams right here. Brezzo might have this one through. Jinx comes out. Brezzo goes low. 62 health. He's got to get out of Storm now. He needs to rotate through. There's 3 players alive. He's on high ground on 47 health. He has chances above him.
This man has ice in his veins. Brezzo gets a third. It's a 1 versus 1. I think it's Zayt. Brezzo versus Zayt to close this one out. The Titan eliminated the other. It's actually Bola. Brezzo versus Bola.
They're actually their squad mates. Is Brezzo taking down Bola? Can he do this one here? Can it go squad mate against squad mate? Can Bola crush his dreams? If Brezzo wins this, you have to think he's going to win the entire tournament. He's reloading this rocket. He's pushing forward. Needs to find this angle. Does not connect. Bola still has some materials down there. He's getting the minis off. He has no health meds though. He's got 80 health, 42 shield. He's being dropped down. He's on top of Bola. The shots come out, and Brezzo takes it. 52 points total. He gets the victory royale, and you have to assume he's the AO champion. We don't know yet though. Oh my gosh.
Brezzo, welcome to competitive Fortnite. We have potentially one of our first controller players to win a Fortnite.